All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
The Mandalorian, Season 2, Episode 6. So, are we getting Tython this episode?
Yeah, I think
exactly
so.
What happened?
I think so. We had to say goodbye to Ahsoka, but this is the way.
That's right.
Yeah.
And also say goodbye to the remnants of those HK droids and the sound bite of Grand Admiral Thrawn being mentioned.
Name dropped.
Yeah.
No big deal. But Baby Yoda, a.k.a. Grogu,
yes.
is going to be going with Din to Tython
Right.
to utilize a Seeing Stone where his abilities with the Force will basically send a call out. And that is something that I could see being a very cool way to legitimately introduce Luke Skywalker. But there are also a lot of new Disney canon Force users, not necessarily just Jedi, out there that could sense this.
Also, Tython is in the deep core, so it's basically next door to Coruscant.
Yep.
So that's interesting because, the Razor Crest going into New Republic space.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But if potentially Luke was on Coruscant, which he doesn't have to be, but
if anything, I could see him being on some sort of a journey where he's going around the galaxy,
Yep, I could definitely see that, so they don't have to do anything with that.
But I'll bet you anything, it doesn't matter where in the galaxy Luke is. Whatever this thing is that they do on Tython, he will sense it.
But oh boy. Oh
my god. Yeah. And then it's just a question of what does the show want to do here?
Yep.
Yeah, Favreau, Filoni, all y'all in this, you've basically shown that you can just do whatever you want.
Right.
This is your playground.
I kind of hope that the Skywalkers stay out of this.
I agree for now, yeah. But if they wanted to have it be like a season 3 or 4 thing, this could be a reason as to why.
Yeah.
Exactly. But we also got an explanation as to why other Force users, like Luke, for instance, haven't found him, is that he's been basically trying to hide his abilities by not using them because Grogu was trained by a lot of Jedi. And thus, at the very least, the trauma of the whole experience forced him to avoid using the abilities, and they've been fading away up until recently, and now they're starting to pick back up again. And that father-son attachment thing, which is so wholesome, is also the reason why it makes sense for Ahsoka to be like, no, I'm sorry, I can't.
Yeah, I can't do this.
Train the boy. Yeah.
But what
He's
is
too old?
Oh my god.
Too old. Yes, too old to begin the training.
But Grogu will apparently have to also make a choice on Tython.
Yes.
Which I'm very curious to see.
I'm very, very excited to see how they do that. Also, the Razor Crest is being tracked still. So
that's right.
So we could have a Moff Gideon encounter on Tython.
But he's not going to go into the deep core.
I know.
That's ballsy.
That would be ballsy. But if he doesn't send, like a Star Destroyer, he sends like a small force. It'd be very easy, I would say, to send something in that wasn't necessarily
that won't lead back
Empire-based.
to him, right?
Exactly. But you're right. Deep core, Mando actually should be okay.
From Gideon.
It's just a question what the New Republic is going to do with him going to an ancient Jedi site, which I am freaking out about. Just the fact that that's actually happening in live action Star Wars.
Hopefully this episode, he's able to get there okay.
It's probably something at the very least where it'll happen at the end of the episode, and maybe on the way there we'll get the classic, issues and stuff.
Right, because it is a journey after all.
Buongiorno.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
a
boy.
Dream.
Oh,
but,
boy.
Y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh,
interesting.
Okay. Yes, I'm here for this.
Jedi may sense his presence.
Watch him not reach out, though, because he doesn't want to be found or to, leave.
Okay, and then reminding us of this here. All right, okay.
Let's see him.
Oh. Yeah, those are straight up dark troopers. Like, Oh my god.
God, he looks
Yeah,
so
they
good.
look so...
He looks so good.
Okay, let's
baby.
do this. Let's do this. Are we just already here?
I think so. That looked like Tython, man.
Yeah.
Grogu?
Oh, he's playing with him. He's like, yeah, it's mine.
Oh, that's trust right there.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, no, I'm not mad at you.
Oh,
Good. Very special, kid.
oh. You're gonna make me cry, buddy.
And they're gonna take real good care of you.
Oh, because that means he's like, someone's gonna take you away from me, and
It's like, I like this. I'm
Yeah.
happy with just this. I don't. It's the talking without being able to see the face,
Yeah.
and the fact that he's even facing away, even though
Yep,
he can't
yep.
see what's on his face. This
Oh.
episode is already starting.
the tragedy.
Don't do this to me, show.
Wait, hold on.
Tragedy.
Hold on.
Did you ever hear the tragedy?
What happens if when he goes onto the Seeing Stone, what if Gideon, like, we don't know if Gideon, I don't think he has any abilities necessarily, but what if he did, and what if Gideon's like, oh no, they have the tracking beacon anyways, they don't really need that, but...
Looks like that's the magic rock I'm supposed to take you to down there.
Oh, I like it. It's just
Yep.
overgrowth. Like, it's just... Like,
Yeah. Yeah, because if the Imperials did come and wipe this place out, it would have been a long time ago.
Oh, nice! Let's go! Wow, yeah, this is... Yeah, there's nothing left here.
Okay.
I can already see them being like, now that we've captured this image in your mind, we're going to show you what it was like 20,000 years ago or 4,000 years ago or
Oh,
something.
sure,
Depending
yeah.
on which era they choose.
Yep.
At some point in the future. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there.
Control or something.
Nah, this place is ancient, dude.
Yeah.
There's no controls. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa!
What?
Whoa!
Wait a
Whoa!
minute! Hold
Yo,
on a second!
What's Slave One doing here?
Wait, what?
Time's up, kid. We gotta get out of here.
Whoa! Oh,
All right.
shoot!
Okay.
Oh, this is it!
Yeah, that's
Whoa, he's even got...
yeah.
even got the pose
Meditation
on
pose
there.
and everything.
Oh my god.
All right, you gotta protect him, Din.
Oh my god, is that Boba?
I don't think so. Like,
But it's his ship, dude!
yeah. And then it's the, oh, hey, dude, I got your armor. Whoa!
I've been tracking you, Mandalorian.
Yep. Yep.
I'm here for the armor.
If you want my armor, you'll have to peel it off my dead body.
Not
The other
yours,
armor.
Mine.
I want my armor. I'm a simple man making his way through the galaxy.
Oh, cool! Oh, what a callback!
Yeah.
What's to stop me from dropping you right where you stand?
Because I have a sharpshooter up on that ridge.
Gotcha.
I didn't mean she was going to shoot you.
Oh,
Shit.
Onto that little companion of yours up on the hinge.
Shit. You know, if they end up figuring things out, they could actually be really helpful when Gideon shows up.
yeah, seriously. I like it.
Okay.
I like it. Everything on the table. Oh, this is
Yep,
so
yep,
good!
yep.
Oh, this is so good!
Boba Fett was that fate.
Whoa! Dang! Oh! Yep.
shit.
And speaking of the
Shit.
devil.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, and he doesn't have his jetpack now. Okay, all right.
Well,
Shit.
this is a problem. Thankfully,
Okay.
they went to the Razor Crest and not to Slave One.
Yes, and not to the child.
Well, in some ways, I think he's actually as safe. I think he's the safest he could ever be.
Yeah, possibly.
Just getting close now is too much. Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Okay.
So I don't even know if a blaster bolt would do anything here.
Yeah, it might not.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so stoked
so
for
hyped
this.
for this. Yeah. This is like a troop transport.
Yeah, but it's a small ship. Oh, but it's gonna have the dark troopers in it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's see them. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Regular
just
stormtroopers. This will be
stormtroopers. All right.
fine.
Yeah. They're done.
Yeah. Okay. This is good.
These stormtroopers seem like they're actually competent shots.
Oh my god. Goddamn gaffy stick.
Oh!
Wow.
All right.
Oh my god. Wow.
Yeah.
That stuntman.
Oh
my god.
That shattering of the plasteel. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not dead. He has to go and actually finish them. Oh my god.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, hell yeah.
All right. This is crazy. Oh, that big wide shot. Thank you so much. Oh shit, they got armaments. Are you gonna run that risk again?
Oh, they got an
E-web.
All right.
You gotta go then.
No. Okay, come on. Gotta take out the gunners.
Yep. Yeah, that thing will cut apart the rock.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh! Right into the E-web.
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
Nice.
I
I love it.
That was. Yep. Oh. Okay.
Oh yeah.
He's unhinged, man.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
I'll take his armor.
Yep. Did more ships arrive? This is a lot of stormtroopers.
An awful lot. Okay, that's very cool, but there's a bunch of other stormtroopers on the other side.
Oh.
Again.
Oh. Come on.
I'll be back.
Oh no. Shit.
I want to see inside his head. Look at what's going on. Yeah. Sorry. That's not happening here. Yeah, using him as a shield.
I hope they don't hit any of the cracks, though.
Oh baby, he's got the armor.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yep.
You've heard of me, haven't you? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, nice.
Wow! Yes! With the gauntlet!
Yep.
Oh my god! I love that it was like hastily put on too, like. Oh, what?
What? Yeah, that's a good point, because we haven't really seen Boba Fett fight much. Like,
Yeah.
missile.
Yep, exactly. Ah! Look at him go! This was a mistake! Mistake!
Alright.
Oh my god, what is this slow walk badass thing? Yep, exactly.
Now, but he only has the one missile.
That's true. He's sending a message. You need someone to go
Exactly.
get back, you know. Boom.
No.
Oh my god.
Way. Okay.
No one's going back.
Alright.
No one's going back. Cool guys don't look at explosions. Yep, there we go.
Yeah. Okay.
I was aiming for the other one.
Oh. Oh shit.
I guess we're in Slave 1 now.
Well,
Shit.
big ship.
Oh my god.
Yeah, thankfully they can't afford to kill the kid, but yeah, it's coming into Atmo.
Have the Dark Troopers been engaged?
Yeah!
I told you!
Yes! Yes! Are they just? They're just gonna orbital drop.
Oh my
aren't they?
god!
Oh my god!
They can fly!
Yes! Hell yes! Oh my god! Yes! 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 It's beautiful!
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
Ah!
Oh,
no,
my
they're gonna
God.
take him. They're gonna take him.
Yeah, I know.
gonna take him.
I know. I mean, it's the tragedy. Yeah. Holy shit. And this is how you set up for a finale, too.
Yeah.
Because then they're going to have to get him back from Gideon.
Oh!
Yep. And he doesn't have his jetpack, so he can't go after him.
But so small, though.
But don't.
Stop it. I don't want the child hurt.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Whoa.
This is
Be careful though, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shit. That's right.
Yeah.
No. If you've played Starship Battles, you know that Slave One Boba Fett can go up against the Star Destroyer. It's fine. It's fine.
The Empire. Yeah. They're back. Yeah, they're out of here.
Yep.
Oh
Shit.
my God. Oh.
Well. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this is so good.
Mm-hmm.
This is so good.
The ball. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
But here's the problem. What do they want? Yeah.
Right.
Get it.
Totally unscathed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Boba. This will do a lot better than a gaffy stick. Come help me get the child back.
My chain code has been encoded in this armor for 25 years.
Your father was a foundling.
Yes. He even fought in the Mandalorian civil wars.
Whoa.
We agreed, in exchange for the return of my armor, we will ensure the safety of the child.
Exactly.
We are in your debt.
Oh my God! Yes! Yes!
All right.
Yeah!
With both.
Yeah! Oh hell
This
yeah!
happen now.
Yep, let's squad up everybody.
Yep.
Round up all of them.
I'm just gonna walk in,
Be like, yo.
armor up, be like, all right, Kara, let's go.
Cara Dune,
Yep.
Marshal of the New Republic. I need you
Yeah.
to locate someone in the prison registry.
See what I can do.
Oh, they're getting everyone.
All right.
Serving 50 years.
They have the kid.
Yep. All right.
Yep. All right.
I'm
Okay.
in.
Okay.
I'm in.
Okay.
All right. Oh my God. Please. What's happening here now? Where are they going?
Oh no! You're kidding me! You're kidding
Yeah,
me!
yeah.
This is happening! This is happening! Who's
I know.
Gideon contacting?
Yep, exactly. She's
Okay, okay.
I'm going to breathe. I'm going to breathe calmly. Okay, now this is the detention area.
Yeah, okay,
Never
okay,
mind,
okay.
Never mind. Whoa! Oh, no, kid! No!
This is the tragedy.
Yeah! No!
Have you ever seen one of these? You're not ready to play with such things.
Oh my God.
One of these.
Now, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my God. Oh my God. They even have tiny little handcuffs.
Rodriguez, well done.
Yep,
Well done.
yep.
That was fantastic. Oh, look at them. Look at them. Look at them.
Beautiful. And now we've got a real squad now.
And Migna win. Yeah.
Oh. Boy. All right.
Yeah. We're set up. And I think there's 8 episodes. So
I believe so. So now we
So it
can
could
do
be
a
a
two-part
two-part
finale.
finale.
Yep. Oh my God.
Dude. Yeah.
I love
RIP the
that
Razor
decision.
Crest,
The
yeah.
Razor Crest was really cool, right? But I love that decision because now it's truly like, everything else is gone, right?
Yep. And he's dealing with this all over again. All his family taken away.
Yep. Yep. Oh my god.
All right.
I'm just so glad that those stormtroopers didn't die because
Y'all, we got our showdown on Tython. We got the Dark Troopers showing up, and they are I believe the droid iteration here. They look to be more or less the actual kind of Dark Trooper.
God.
Potentially, I would say more along the lines of a Phase 3. I would say
It looked in design like Phase 3, but
yeah,
I'm not sure. So,
right. But in this case here, the biggest thing we need to talk about is the fact that with Boba Fett back, and this being now an alliance, of basically honor and creed.
Yep.
That their word was exchanged. This deal will carry forth until Grogu is safe. Like, we're getting a finale here. This is gonna be something else.
Oh my god.
And while I'm excited for this, the big problem here is that there's really almost no way they should be able to track him unless things work out with Bill Burr's character,
right?
Which is fun, but it might take them too long to get to Grogu before they get plenty out of him.
I think that's what's going to happen. It's in the end, it's going to be a situation where both win, right?
Exactly.
Because they're going to get Grogu back, but not before they get a bunch of blood from him and things like that, right?
Because there's all the stuff that they're using this to set up for the sequel trilogies kind of story with regards to, that whole thing.
Right.
But then also just the idea of whatever else Gideon maybe more wants personally. So, all right, recap here. We got Grogu to the Seeing Stone.
Yep.
It worked. It spent him, so there was basically little strength he had to resist when the Dark Troopers showed up.
Right.
They utilized he sets his jetpack thing down to make a lot of specific things kind of work out. Which I'm okay with for the most part. I like that he might have forgotten where it was just over the course of the whole thing there, except remember that it has that little remote thing?
Oh, that's
so
true.
He can control it.
Okay, maybe during the heat of battle, it's I don't have time to pilot it. I'm too busy shooting things and whatnot.
No, I'm
pilot it over. But
totally. But rather than running all the way back, piloting the thing to come back to you, saves you way more time. So that's just something that is
right. But I feel like that's a minor thing. That's fairly much
I just had to bring it up,
right? Because they did address the issue of the jetpack, right? And it makes sense. There's even though there's the whole thing of like, oh, okay, could he have gotten his jetpack back? Yes. Yeah. But as far as the fact that the jetpack was removed, great. Yeah. Why it was removed? Because Boba's like, no. Yeah. I know what can be done with those things. I've used those things. So as a part of disarming, yes, you also get rid of that, right? And then stuff happens immediately after, so he doesn't have it right there, because if he did have it, he would go after the Dark Troopers, right? And that just wouldn't go well, right? For him, for the story, for Grogu probably. So
yeah, I could see it have been a really cool choice, though, to have Dark Trooper tangling, and they get away because he can't, he doesn't want to hurt the kid and stuff. But that could be a really cool, I think that was a missed opportunity for a flight sequence where they were flying together, and it ended up being like a melee battle, and the Dark Troopers pull out blades and stuff.
That can still happen. Yes.
Not over Tython, but eventually later. Yes.
Yeah, because we now have it's some good old fashioned power escalation, because as we've seen, stormtroopers are not that much of an issue, to the point that he'd cover. Wait, what's that? No, I'll just stand here and just just start shooting you down.
I love though that was his armor though that would do that. And you looked at Boba's armor, and it's like barely actually like fully on. Like there's a whole bunch of parts of it that are missing still. So it's not a full piece of body armor. It's basically like just a plate thing for the chest and then the back.
And then like a bit of the arms.
A bit on the arms, like the forearms.
Right, there's a lot
knees.
more uncovered space.
So much. So he couldn't just sit there and just take the hits probably.
Right. Yep.
But my god.
But yeah,
this
so
is so good.
This was fantastic. One of the other things that I really liked about this. So okay, Tython, yeah,
God.
awesome.
Tython's
canon. It's fantastic.
Here.
And we're getting into the crazy Force stuff, which I really like, and it's really cool from a Force angle.
Yep.
But we're keeping the whole idea that these people are not familiar with the Force. So Mando's like, what do I do here? I'll try and go through. And he tries to get through 3 times, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, well, I'll go, you know,
I'll go protect you.
I'll protect you, right? I'll, you know, take out a bunch of the stormtroopers and stuff, right? That's great, right? When what's her name is, you know, about to shoot the baby, he doesn't know you know, like he doesn't know what's going to happen there, you know.
Right.
So you know, if Grogu might have been okay, that's fine, but he doesn't realize that. So of course,
in some ways, because he actually was willing to talk there, this whole thing is going to work out so much better. Because if they had ended up fighting each other during this whole thing,
they wouldn't have needed the Dark Troopers. The Stormtroopers probably just could have come in and
it would have been over. They both would have been spent. You know, one or both of them would have been wounded, or someone would have died. And God, I'm so in love with the idea of Boba Fett being back in this way. Here's something that I think is. Here's something that I think is really important to sift through the fan servicey bits of him mowing down stormtroopers.
Yeah, man,
with
using the gaffy stick, which was so cool, shattering like the stormtrooper armor. And everything. Yes, so much. Yes,
that is so pleasing. But to have him come back and to see him being basically the leader amongst this group here, because he has this cold, gruff charisma, that it's not really about whether or not he's going to be able to speak with, you know, really convincing, persuasive words.
But it's the experience.
But it's this guy that's just been through so much, and he's just like, no, I completely understand. Yeah, like everyone just listens to him here. It's really strong. So then, when we end up in a situation where, at the bit where he's like, "This is my armor. This was my father's. I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the galaxy like my father." Yes, we see you, callback. I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe. Yes, love it.
Yep.
But that his father was a legit Mandalorian for the most part. But you know, at that point, he's you know, he basically kind of did the same thing that Mando has done. But it was out of his own choice rather than Mando is out of necessity, because he's been raised in the culture of the Mandalorians through a specific lens. But Jango essentially, through this method, basically got the no. He totally like understood that whole philosophy and stuff, but chose to live a simpler life, to be a father.
Well, sure.
So in some ways, there's something kind of paralleling Jango's path and Din's path in that they both came from that, but that doesn't define them. They then went out, and Jango's main thing that he wanted, after providing the genetic blueprint for an army, was like, no, all I want is a son. And then we get this here. So it's basically like the whole thing with Lucas. It repeats, it rhymes. You know?
Right.
We're getting that. And it's through the prequels, which is like, what?
Also,
so cool.
Also, something I want to point out. Boba, his reintroduction here was done in a similar fashion to all the fan servicey goodness that we got last episode.
True.
So, last episode, we're like, not Tython, Ahsoka. We're going to get Ahsoka. This is going to be great, right? Cool. But Ahsoka did not steal the spotlight, because there was a bunch of other really cool shit that was introduced in that episode, so that while we were very excited for Ahsoka, this was still the Mandalorian. It wasn't suddenly, all right, for this episode, it's just going to be the Ahsoka show, and No, that's not what it was. Even though Ahsoka was awesome,
Amazing,
right?
yes.
In this situation, now I wasn't even expecting Boba to be here. So the fact
the bit where they showed the flashback to Tatooine, though, that was basically
when it's
Boba Fett's coming back.
Right? Yeah. And it's like, okay, but how are they going to do this? And all right, but they do it.
Yeah.
And yet, no. But Boba's not even necessarily the main thing, right?
No.
Because the child gets kidnapped. There's dark troopers. Gideon has him, held captive, and like all this shit.
The establishing scene for the episode basically told us where the emotional drama of this episode is going to be. It was the idea that when it came down to it, this is his son, and he's not only like excited for him, he's scared about what's coming up if he ends up having to separate with Grogu, but also it's this thing of where like he's trying to establish the connection with him. That's what Ahsoka said, like try to reach out to him, try to establish a connection. In this literal episode, we had a barrier brought up by the Force, the thing that makes it so he can't connect with him because he doesn't understand it physically blocking him from reaching out to guard him. It's like, the heart in this episode was so good.
And then and why is Grogu being hunted? Because of this Force thing.
Yeah.
He gets taken away. Not only was he not able to fully be there with him, but he gets taken away because of this.
Right.
So now he's going to have to, somehow
reconnect,
chase him back down, find him and rescue him and stuff, and it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be
so fantastic. But, amidst all of this craziness with Slave One and Boba Fett and,
the Razor Crest blowing up
from
Star
bombardment,
Destroyers jumping into the deep core, which is apparently like a thing that they can do because I guess the New Republic is just not a thing fully yet because it's only been 5 years. So.
Yeah, I'm guessing the explanation for that is that it's something where Gideon doing even that is still ballsy as shit.
And he had to leave quickly. Right.
But it's by the time they find out that happened, he'll already be gone. So then he might be on their radar, but
that might actually be a thing that comes into play in the finale.
I could see
that they're like, wait a minute, we were actually tracking him already, and we have Slave One and X-wings and other things come in, and they're like, do you think we wouldn't notice a freaking Star Destroyer warping past Coruscant? Practically like
that
two systems
kind of
apart.
sets off our alarms. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
By the way, you need. So we are still understaffed and everything, and we need to find him. You need a person to help you. Like, I wouldn't be entirely surprised if they were like, hey, can we negotiate for Bill Burr's release? Because we need him for this mission to help take down a large Imperial presence.
Yeah, I don't think they would do that.
No, not even as like a...
Because they framed the X-Wing pilots as cops, basically. So they shouldn't... They should uphold the rule of law in that sense so that it feels like they're still somewhat antagonistic to the Mandalorian. Because Din is basically a mercenary, He is a...
That's true.
He has that hunter kind of... rogue gunslinger.
He does certain things that are requisitioned, like with the guild and all that stuff. But some of the other stuff, not so much.
Yeah, he's got a lot of kills under his belt.
Right. Okay. So, but regardless, just there is so much awesome stuff that can happen here. Like I can't remember the last time I was this excited for like a specific Star Wars thing to happen. Like even with season 1 and everything, there's so much narrative build up to this specific finale. Because one of the things I was kind of curious about is what was going to be the story of season 2. Like, because where I was kind of subconsciously thinking season 2 might be a little bit weaker than season 1 is that because there's going to be all of this other stuff of let's plant the seeds for all these other Star Wars shows and things like that. What is going to be the actual finale? Because you can't have it be Gideon.
Well,
because
you can.
Because apparently you totally can.
Well, of course, that was his thing in the finale of season 1.
Right. But definitely. So I understood it from that standpoint. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, but you can't just like Gideon in my mind is like the main final villain of the Mandalorian. It doesn't have to be because apparently Thrawn exists among other things and whatnot, and they can have encounters that don't result in his death or anything.
He's just a guy.
Yeah,
He's just
that's
a guy.
true. That's true.
Like, I would love to have the moment basically where he acknowledges that it's the thing of where he's like, we're just two men holding on to the past, something that's died. But, like, do you really even believe in it? Do you want to see my belief? You know, like, I would love to have, I would love to have that kind of conversation, because ultimately that's what they are. They're clinging to the armor, the culture, the creed, if you will, of dead cultures, ultimately.
Sure, on both
Now,
sides, yeah.
Both of them are going to get reborn in their own unique ways.
Yep.
We know at least the Empire kind of does.
Right.
And the Mandalorians definitely
Are in the
will,
process of that.
because there's a lot of other people out there besides you, Din, that are Mandalorians.
Yep.
And they're just out there somewhere, and they need a leader, they need to be unified. But that kind of a thematic parallel is perfect for a beginning, I would say, all the way at least to the middle of whatever the series finale ends up being. Mm-hmm. Because ultimately, I would say there's a lot of ways they could make him bigger and bigger and bigger as time goes on. But if the show just keeps going, yeah, eventually you would bring in, like, Admiral Thrawn and stuff like that. And it's just a question of if he's actually found his way out of the unknown regions.
For a second there, I thought that when Gideon was on the bridge of his ship, that he was going to turn around, and he went around to that table. Like, he ended up going past it, but I thought he was going to stop at it, and then we were going to see Habersnatch Cumberbund, show up, like, holographically.
Too much for one episode.
That would be way too much for one episode.
Yeah.
But and I really like how it ended up going, and the fact that he intentionally sent in a couple stormtroopers into there just to rough up the child and cause the child to need to defend itself.
Yeah, can we talk about that? Because I want to know, do you think that they went in there to basically be, like, just to watch him from inside the cell? Or do you think he intentionally had them antagonize the kid?
I think he intentionally had them antagonize him. This is one of those things where I really like the amount of attention to detail that's being put in here.
Yeah.
That could easily go unnoticed. But one of the things that's problematic in Star Wars is the idea of capturing Jedi.
Yeah.
You don't. It doesn't work.
You don't.
Long story short, like the amount of examples I could list where, whether it's in a book or something, right, where there's someone who's like, no, I know going after Jedi is stupid, but I've done my homework, right? And they're like, no, I've got all of these things.
If I see one more idiot with a blaster rifle attack a Jedi,
and they might
shoot myself,
and they might have all kinds of things that they have prepped to be able to subdue a Jedi, right? It doesn't go well, right?
Yeah.
Like, long story short, it doesn't go well. It never goes well. So in this situation, even though, it's not full Jedi, right? Grogu is a child. Right. The fact that, one, Grogu was first weakened from the whole thing on Tython.
Yep.
Two, after bringing him in, he then has two stormtroopers go in and exhaust the child. Then he comes in and uses a stun weapon.
Yep.
And then locks him up, right?
Yep.
That's multiple layers there
of
to basically say,
before he even sees the child.
Right, because even the whole idea of using a stun blaster on a Jedi, it's like, no, that just come on. The Force is an amazing thing.
Right. Yeah. You guys have seen many things if you've been around the Star Wars, IP enough, and that even an adept like the child here, that we have to remember is about 50 years old.
So he has been trained for a while.
Yeah. It was 2 decades ago.
Right.
Where the Old Republic was
a
even
bit rusty,
thing.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Or even 3 actually at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd actually be closer to.
Yeah, it'd be about 3.
It'd be over.
Because 5 years after Episode 6, and then the time from 4 to 6, and then the 20 years from then to 3.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. So, yeah, that's really good. But here's the part that's killer. Yep. For those of you that are kind of new to Star Wars through The Mandalorian, this is what I think has been the main crux of the emotional drama for the story from the original trilogy. And that is that characters in this story experience the connections that they have with their friends to the point that they become like family. And family is the primary main theme of Star Wars. Just it is.
Yeah.
It's been that way since the beginning, basically. And That theme is at play here between Din and Grogu.
Yep.
However, one of the things that's playing out right now is the loss of that family, of that connection.
Yeah.
And the story, through the Force, kind of explored the idea of what would happen if those emotions were, given way to play out to self-destructive tendencies via, the way you the way basically explored Luke's story in The Empire Strikes Back.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then in Return of the Jedi when he nearly kills his father, Vader. Those emotions are something that are just something that we can all relate to and stuff. We understand the anger and the pain and the frustration and the fear that Grogu's experiencing right now. But he's a being with a little bit of God powers in him, little bits of magic and the Force. So, this is not a hype scene. Seeing him crush stormtroopers.
No, that's the tragedy.
That's the tragedy.
That's the tragedy. It's not the fact
this
that
is
he got
happening
taken
again to him.
Yep.
That was the point that Ahsoka brought up in the previous episode, was that he's experienced such pain and loss, and his thoughts became muddled. Like, she was trying to connect with him, through the Force and stuff. And after Order 66 and all the loss of the Jedi and stuff, loss of his family, she said his thoughts became muddled and that he basically stopped using his powers. It's basically the equivalent of him shutting down emotionally.
And this is why Din is the perfect father, because even if he did find a Jedi, right? And that's why when Ahsoka said I can't train him, it's so perfect, because yes, even though she's not technically a Jedi, she stopped,
I am no Jedi.
right, exactly. There's still the fact that she could train him in how to use the Force, but that's But that's not what Grogu needs.
Yep.
Grogu needs a family, right?
Yep, exactly.
And Din is very familiar with his family getting taken away from him, right? He's also familiar with dealing with all of these strong, intense emotions, right?
Yes.
Because that's been his life. So instead of it being a Jedi where they might teach the peace, tranquility, whatever, all that stuff, no. Din can be like, hey, rough and tumble stuff.
Yeah.
God, that sucks, kid.
Yeah.
Hey,
Loss is a part of life.
Yeah.
And it's horrible, but you know what? I'm gonna stay with you through it all.
Yeah. And even if you get taken away to some cruiser, I'm coming for you.
Hell to get you back.
Yeah. Like and
I can already see the moment where we see Grogu like, and it's just gonna be like, all right,
yep.
I'm thinking about it, man.
So and that's why, like, I'm so excited for this to happen. The fact that the odds are so astronomically stacked against Din, and yet, well, one, Din has the best armor and everything, but two, he's got an expert assassin sniper with him. He's got Boba Fett.
He's going to potentially get a couple others,
right?
Yeah.
Like this is shaping up. Like, I've had this fantasy.
We all have.
Like there. So, kind of a tangent, but I'll make it quick. But
okay.
So Star Wars miniatures. They were a thing back in the day. I used to play with them a bunch. And there was this Starship Battles version of it, right? That wasn't balanced at all. It didn't last very long, but I loved playing it. And I would play it with a cousin of mine. We were both really into Star Wars. We wouldn't even be able to finish the games because we would end up spending like 2 hours just joking about how Boba Fett in Slave 1 was way too busted. He could like almost kill a Star Destroyer in one turn if he hit with all his weapons, right? It was stupid. So we would just role play as if we were like the people in the different fleets, and it's like, sir, they've got a fleet of Mon Calamari warships, you know. Oh, okay, that's fine. We've got the Executor. This will be a piece of cake, sir. Boba Fett's, like, or the other way, the Executor. Oh, we've got a fleet of Mon Calamari warships. Boba Fett's with them. Turn the ship around in hyperspace. Get out of here as fast as we can, right? So the idea that now we're going to have Slave 1 with a full crew of certified badasses, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'll bet you anything they're gonna do that. Like, what kind of armaments do you have in this thing? Like, I just got this back. Like you
sure.
think I have like proton torpedoes in this thing?
Oh yeah. Not that. Yeah,
that'd be a funny little jab at the fans. Are like, why does he fire his like heavy weaponry? It's like
no, it's a big ship. It doesn't actually work. Slave 1 should not have been that busted in the Star Wars miniatures.
No. I was meaning that it's literally been a long time since he's actually had the ship. How does he have the money or the means to get military grade weaponry. And
Sure,
shit,
and if he does have stuff, it'd be, old. Well, no, okay, not this.
No, Star
not
Wars.
old. Yeah, and it was only 5 years ago. But the point is that we can have a scene of them basically boarding, docking, however that would work. I don't know whether it's with X-wings coming in behind him or not. Either way, it'll be sick as shit, right?
So good.
And then the squad just moves out into this place with dark troopers and stormtroopers everywhere, and Moff Gideon with the dark saber and everything, and like. Oh my God! This is going to be so cool. It's already so cool. But like, oh my God! I'm a very happy Star Wars fan right now.
Oh my God, me too. Me too. Yeah. Also, just the action, the whole thing was just a treat.
Yep.
It was so good.
The fact that the stormtroopers actually seemed like a decent threat because of how they just kept coming in and how they were moving in the mortar and the E-web and stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, I think the other part that made this episode rather good from the tense atmosphere was that we had 3 characters that were fighting against the stormtroopers, meaning that all 3 of them could potentially get hurt. So we didn't feel the plot armor as much of Din.
Right.
So that's just a smart way to handle things there. And then also we were very terrified about Grogu potentially getting taken, hurt, or anything like that.
Right.
So therefore, it kept us at the edge of our seats while we were in a fight against stormtroopers.
Exactly.
Which is, remember, not a threat in any sense of the word for the most part in like all of Star Wars, except for that one part where Han like comes around the corner and sees a whole platoon of stormtroopers, does that
right.
fire.
Although I will say these stormtroopers did seem more competent. Like it seemed more that it was because our main characters were competent than just because the stormtroopers were like dumb, because they seemed to be doing some pretty good shots. I liked seeing the commander trying to direct them and everything, and then no, you get up there and then get sniped, and it's like, oh, okay, well,
right,
yeah, that was good stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And Boba Fett coming back in with the armor, like he was awesome before the armor. The gaffy stick, like seeing a gaffy stick smash stormtrooper armor, that was amazing. But then he comes in and
he fires the rocket launcher,
takes out both
of them.
Oh my God!
And apparently it was kind of luck because he's like,
I was aiming for the other one. Yeah. It's like, all right, yeah, of course you were. He's just saying that to sort of like,
right.
No, please.
Yeah.
Yes, I am awesome.
Right.
Yep.
I just love hearing his voice because one of the things that, for those of you that have been around in Star Wars stuff before the Clone Wars, is that that was the original clone voice for the clones, like his voice. So when we hear the clone troopers and stuff from before that era, when it
wasn't just D. Bradley Baker,
just
doing
being
a Chad,
yeah, it's just really cool to hear that voice and stuff, and then just seeing him also without the helmet on being really ferocious. I think one of the things that always felt a little bit off about the idea of Boba Fett coming back was that if we saw him again, we were going to see him without the armor, and it would create this dissonance between what he had been built up to be to who he actually is. And in this episode, they basically said, no, he's better. He's better than what you imagine.
Right. Because this is something that's also very important. This is kind of Boba Fett's first introduction sort of into Star Wars, if you think about it. Because, yes, in Clone Wars, he's there as a kid. Yes, we get him actually fighting in Return of the Jedi, but it's nothing particularly crazy, and he gets, he goes into a Sarlacc.
He wasn't a character. He
wasn't a character. Yeah. So the fact that we see him without the armor first, the distance from the idea of Boba Fett, so that way we can
the character
of Boba Fett. Then when the armor comes on, we're like, okay, yeah, we know who this is.
Yep.
We're excited.
Exactly. And when we say character, what we're meaning is not just a person on the cast list.
Right. Yeah. Not the character name or whatever, but the human underneath. Yeah.
Exactly. So we get to know that by the way that he honors the agreement and stuff. That in some ways he's the truest Mandalorian to Din's perception of a Mandalorian.
Sure.
That he's met like since the Armorer, like in
Yeah,
a
basically.
lot of ways.
Yeah.
It's just really cool to see that, and to show also how different he is still from Din. Like,
Right.
That's just something.
Yeah, because they are very different people.
very, very different with their approaches to being a Mandalorian as well.
And now, hey, I can't believe I didn't think of this before, but yeah, we've got that Beskar spear.
Yep.
Darksaber, whether it's Boba using the spear instead of a gaffy stick or, Din using it, I don't care. And I love that it was perfectly spotless after the whole ship got bombarded by a turbo laser. Like
from orbit.
Yeah, and it's just there, perfectly pristine, under the ground. Yeah.
And now we're headed towards a dramatic conclusion. And,
I can't.
And man, they're already like doing what they can to prep for season 3.
Yep.
It's just
Oh yeah.
finally.
This is
Good.
right. Yes, exactly. That's
I mean, we've been enjoying the Mandalorian for a while now.
We have.
It's just that they're now a little bit more comfortable to just have all their toys out and just have just so much fun with it.
one of my favorite things that can possibly happen with like stories in general is when you're like, oh yeah, this story, this is amazing, this is fantastic, I love it, right? And then it keeps going and it keeps getting better to the point where you're like, that stuff at the beginning actually seems rather lackluster by comparison. I still loved it, but but this is just
I think a way to make it with it being a quality comparison is just that you can feel that they're having even more fun in this universe than they were before.
Yeah.
So when we end up seeing things that are so obviously fan servicey,
oh yeah,
we know kind of why. Because we saw the lesser or the less extreme versions of that fan service in season 1.
Right.
And it was like, oh, now you have the green light to just do whatever the hell you want. You had some restrictions in season 1, and now you're like, oh, we're a big thing now. So we can just play. We can just do silly stuff now.
Yep.
That like a core 20,000 fans who actually know about Dark Troopers and stuff, like actual Dark Troopers, not like heard of them or what have you, but are like that's such a silly thing that like you don't have to do that. You could have made it anything, but they're like, no, we'll just have them be Dark Troopers. Let's reimagine them into the new Disney canon because someone out there is
going to appreciate it.
Is going to have their day made, their month made, just because this is a thing.
Like in a lot of ways, season 2 of Mandalorian feels kind of like, and I know some people didn't like the second movie as much as the first one, but to me it feels like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 versus Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Both being fantastic and amazing, but then basically the creative people behind it seeing that the weird stuff that was different that they did with the first one was really well received. So now we can double down on it and and can really just go wild with it in the second one.
I feel very much aligned with that. Yeah, I understand exactly what you mean there. That's definitely the case here, especially within the universe of Star Wars. And then the extra emphasis on the relationship between Grogu and Din. It's just wonderful.
He has that ball, and he is going to he's going to bring that ball, and it's going to be amazing.
So, does the Empire go to a new base because of the attack on the base?
I'm not sure. Well, okay.
I
get the feeling that wasn't like their main base. That was just
that was a base where they did studies and stuff like this.
Right, but
Pershing wasn't there.
Yeah, exactly. Right,
but they were there in season 1.
Yes. So what I get the feeling is going to be the case is that the ship is probably just going to sort of roam around as its own self-sustaining little space base
because they can't afford to.
You're right.
They stay anywhere civilized because
they could get located, and so they're just going to constantly be on the move, right?
So they're gonna shuttle Pershing to the ship.
Probably.
I feel like if they do that, we can get the classic Star Destroyer dungeon crawl kind of thing. But I kind of want there to be a planet that they go to. I mean,
they're totally
because they have to fuel up somewhere.
And also yes, they do have to fuel up somewhere. They're actually now that I think about this, there are a couple things that they could do here with good story reasons that could make this a bit more sustainable, so that they don't have to end it in an absolute sense here.
Yes, exactly.
So
right.
if they, let's say, yeah, the ship is self-sustaining, but it isn't able to do all the lab stuff. That's why
Right.
we have bases like the one that we raided earlier in the season, right?
Yep.
So, yes, we're going to have to deliver Grogu to the base so that Pershing can do his tests and all of that stuff, and it's going to be great. And they're like, woohoo. That's how the Mandalorian and the crew find them and rescue Grogu without destroying Gideon's
Ship.
flagship.
Yep.
That way Gideon can still be a threat. And yeah, he can fight them and there can be showdowns and all of that stuff. But you don't just have Star Destroyers come out of nowhere, right? Like not in this time. You have to have a reason for why they're showing up and where they go. So that way they don't have to actually destroy that.
Right. I could see it being a thing where they basically cannot go back to any of their like big Imperial bases and stuff because of the need for secrecy with the whole thing in the previous episode when we were introduced to Bo-Katan, where the Imperial officer was told to basically kill themselves and everyone else on the ship. So Gideon probably can't go back to wherever the First Order's like beginning stages of stuff is.
Right.
But I'll bet you that before this season is over, he makes kind of a call maybe similar to that.
Yeah.
And
to Thrawn.
he gets, or whoever, and he gets the same response that maybe the rest of that the officer that he gave to them is, oh, well then, you know what you have to do.
Yeah,
Long
and that
live the Empire.
Yeah, and if Gideon does die in this season, that would
Or
like
he gets cut off from the Empire.
yeah,
maybe?
like it will. And I would love to see that scene of Gideon fighting to the very end.
Sure.
Just to show how zealous he is about all of this. Because it's easy to order others to kill their subordinates and kill themselves if they get captured and whatnot. But Gideon really seems like the kind of guy that walks the walk. When he talks the talk.
Yeah, he would do it himself.
Yeah, exactly. So I
All right, enough speculation, y'all.
Yeah.
This was so much fun. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion, wait with us until next week. It's gonna be crazy. Oh my god! Thank you so much for being here, stuff. Check out the link in the description below for our Patreon.
Yes.
We have full-length timer reactions there, so you can sync up your own footage and watch the entire thing there. But also any level of support there gets you access to our Discord where you can chat with us and the community there about Star Wars, about the Mandalorian, the EU, and stuff like that. And also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
Yes, so we stream Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific time for each of those days. Mondays we do podcast. Tuesdays we do One Piece dramatic manga readings. Wednesdays and Fridays, Caleb does gaming.
Yeah, I'm going to be playing Cyberpunk 2077.
Yes, and then Thursdays I do gaming. Currently, it's Persona 4 Golden.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
Next time.